I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the
Well. What do we have here? Human reinforcements. No need for a supple young kitten like yourself here. My rats will find the villagers in no time at all. Do you pretend not to know me, child? Surely you stare into my left eye each time you admire the full moon. But play coy if you will. The All-Mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. The wolfish shepherd woman, she. I am world-renowned for my ability to search and to find. Why, you might ask, feigning ignorance so that you might hear more of my lilting voice. Rats, kitten, rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat, and so there is no hiding from me. I raise them, train them, lead them. I am their king, and my subjects will find those hidden villages in no time at all! What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my hair in a tight little bun and my quill at the ready, the All-Mother doesn't share her every concern with me, you know. No, those she whispers to her pillow at eventide, when only the feathers can hear her. Lost lambs, yes, fleeing the slaughter. Naughty, naughty! I'll give them quite the spanking when my rats whisper to me where to find them. Yes, perhaps I'll get my fill of my own private punishments first and foremost. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding his house. Wicked enchantments, are they? Something must have startled them. Was it you, traitor? What did you tell them? I swear, I can explain!
Well, some say there's nothing to
Hello again. Do you bring good news? And you'll end his reign of terror, won't you? It's the only way to guarantee my friend's safety.
Is this one of them fancy scribble pages?
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die
Warm
that
as
we may
dragon's
live.
breath.
Of course.
Even the old one has passed this stealing a single blow.
I've got my eye on you.
You again? Unless you've come to tell me you've turned a cat guts into fiddle strings, I've nothing more to say. I, responsible for the welfare of each of my subjects, secure the wealth and glory of our kingdom by contracting certain occupations through which we obtain security, honor, and above all, she's a certain orc, the one who so erroneously calls himself Ratcatcher, has won our employment. He tells us what to find, and in exchange for a generous wheel of Gorgonber or Gouda, we oblige. I've nearly closed in on this particular target, a trio of stinking humans who I believe to be cowering in their cellar. But I've lost too many men to this bloodthirsty feline. I won't send more troops into the unknown until the beast is caught.
alive being! My dagger opens eternal wounds. Bitter venom!
The rodent monarchy has fallen. That ought to solve the rat infestation.
And offer those villagers a bit of respite from the hunt. I doubt the rat catcher will take the news very well. Was Herschel trying to blow us to bits? Well, we've got the key in any case. Now to return it to one worthy party or other.
Or have a look at that armory ourselves. I'll bet these soldiers keep a fine collection of equipment.
To fight the final battle.
It never rains but it pours, eh? Hello again. Do you bring good news? Ding dong, the king is dead, and I thank you from tail to whiskers for your help. There may be hope for my friends yet. If you would, my friend, you could find them and help them escape now that those pointy-faced beasts won't be on the alert. Their hiding place is enchanted, you see, crafted by the wizard himself to hide those he held dear. They've concealed themselves in a cellar outside their home, the hatch of which you'll find beneath a great black boulder. Once you've destroyed the boulder, search in the beehives behind the wizard's house for the key. Their hiding place is enchanted, you see, crafted by the wizard himself to hide those he held dear. They've concealed themselves in a cellar outside...
It was you who did this! Wasn't it, traitor? I knew you weren't to be trusted! It was you who led my rats away! How did you do it? You bloated cat's corpse, poison, bribery! Your comeuppance will come sooner than you think.
Hurry it up with the whiskey. You fancy
Don't
getting your throat
He only makes eating them all of this present later.
What can I do you for?
I'd like to know a bit about my habits.
What? You opened the chest and you said... That is, you must have found the key, no? Excellent. I don't know a thing about a trap, but you're quite fine, I see. I'm glad.
Before they're snatched away from you. It could happen at any moment.
First he tries to kill us, then he lies to our faces. Has he gone mad?
You'd have gone mad too in his shoes. First his village is destroyed, then he's forced to wait night and day on the beasts who did it.
All right, we'll do it your way.
The events in this village, the events in this village, the events in this village are... Oh, God, how I pray for this waking nightmare to end.
Discounts on magic
Lousy damn cards!
You the one Jarl sent in to replace the ham-fisted toadskin downstairs? About bloody time. The beast down there goes through prisoners like Gilda Godsword goes through suitors. Jarl gave you the all clear to try your hand, did he? All the better. That big brute downstairs hasn't the faintest idea what he's doing. Clubs witness after witness over the head, smashing him to bits before we can get so much as a word out of him.
Kill me now, then. Go on, do it.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Get back in there. Here to take over for those half-wits, are you? Thank the goddess's gilded garter. Now we'll get some progress underway. My assignment? Well, we guards are Jarl's eyes and ears, see? We keep watch over these prisoners, sure, but we listen in on the goings-on inside the torturer's chambers, too. Never know what them greenskins could be withholding. Not to mention the way they keep the armory under lock and key. Like we was working for 'em, you know? The man in charge is a great green goon, an orc named Law. At his right hand, he's got a snivelling little goblin named... well, I reckon it don't much matter. Their heavy-handed inquisition has killed so many prisoners. We're down to our last few out of a score or more. Amateurs. Standard fare. Frightened, good-for-nothing weaklings if I ever saw 'em. There's 2 in lock-up now, with a 3rd getting the treatment on the torturer's rack. I say, if we don't find out something useful soon, all this trouble will have been for naught. Grottilda keeps it locked tighter than a chastity belt, she does. I sometimes wish Chief hadn't granted so many of her bleeding demands. But I suppose he thought it better to keep the peace. One of her soldiers has got the key to the place. Myself, I've never seen the inside. Wouldn't surprise me a bit to hear the orcs are keeping the best of the spoils to themselves.
With that great gnarled horn of yours, I won't talk.
Excuse me. You seem a kindlier sort than these guards. Please, have you heard anything of our dear Nolan? They took him some time ago, and we've been hearing such terrible sounds coming from the other cell. Hello again, stranger. Do you often visit the condemned in their cells? He's a wonderful lad, loyal as they come, and he was our spiritual beacon during these dark times. Some say he's got the sight. You know, the power of deep seeing. I think that's why they took him. Nolan does have a reputation for, well, for knowing things. And they must assume he knows where the wizard's servants are hiding.
Hello again, stranger. Do you often visit the condemned in their cells?
This place reeks of blood and worse.
I suppose this is where Grottilda's worst cruelties are carried out.
I'll not tell you a thing. Do what you will.
Agreed. Yet... law cannot work in these conditions. Smash is art. Law need peace. Law a craftsman of blood. Breaker of bone. Who you?
Yes, pigskin. Who are you to question we who preside over the tender skin of traitors?
Law only halfway through creative process. Law won't stop now.
I'll not tell you a thing.
Law, of course. Though I do wonder what this pigskin thinks he can do better than you or I.
Human bleed better than us. Human squish flat better than us. Human silly chatter upset Law's craft. Law need break to regain his spirit. Law cannot smash and bash in this environment. Humans smash and bash like
What
Law.
a mess! Isn't that
Kill me now,
a
then.
way to
Go
do
on,
this?
do it! A fresh pair of hands, are you? Please, you must kill me now. I will withstand anything, and would rather die 1,000 deaths than offer a word to the enemy. But there's something different about you. You don't look like the savages that ransacked our town. In fact, you're like the wizard, aren't you? A being of great power. And certainly not one of darkness. Yes, you're here to help us, aren't you? Praise be!
Fight with us, you monsters!
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Get back in there.
Get him to stop shouting or he'll blow our cover. Perhaps once he knows our true identity, he'll be willing to help us.
If he's done making a ruckus, perhaps he'll be willing to help us.
There's a tunnel in this cellar, known to most only through legend. Explore the back wall of the farthest room in this dank place and you'll find it. And if you can help me find freedom through the tunnel, I'd be willing... Well, I'd tell you how to find the wizard's servants. You've proven yourself no friend to the beasts who destroyed our town. Perhaps you can help those in hiding as you've helped me. Speaking of the others, have you spoken to the other prisoners locked in this terrible place? We mustn't leave them here to be discovered by a second wave of brutes. What's that? They're coming. They've heard us. They're coming. This chaos. This chaos. This chaos.
I can smell your fear!
This not you lot again? Oath and hissy, was it?
That's the spot!
Eternal silence awaits you.
I'm free! You made short work of those monsters. If not for you, I'd likely have been trampled flat or crushed to pulp. I owe you my very life. If you can prove your goodwill, that is, if you can help me escape this terrible place once and for all, I'd tell you all. Perhaps if you can help me, you'll be able to help them too. The tunnel out is here somewhere, in the farthest room if my sight serves. But until those guards are dealt with, escape is utterly impossible.
Bathed in rivers of renewal.
How many eyes does a fool have?
I'm free!
Hello again, stranger. Do you often visit our saviour? I know not why you take pity on us, but I thank you for your kindness. But wait! We can't take a step toward freedom without Nolan. Have you seen him? They took him away quite some time ago, and we've been hearing terrible sounds. He lives! Oh, by the blessed Seven, we thank you! The terrible ordeal he must have gone through. But it's over now, isn't it? It's over now that the gods have sent a hero to save us. Before we were overrun by orcs, this prison was little used among we of Hunter's Edge. Still, there were always rumors that its cells couldn't hold captives for long. Some said they were swallowed up by a demon. They were only rumors, but perhaps there is a way to get us out of here.
Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages. You made short work of those monsters. If not for you, I'd likely have been trampled flat, or the tunnel out is here somewhere, in the farthest room, if my sight serves.
What on earth? A tunnel? It must have been uncovered by prisoners long ago.
Who knows how many doomed it led to freedom?
Free! You made short work of those monsters. If not for you, please, you must help the others escape first. I couldn't live with myself if I...
Hello again, stranger. You've cleared the way? Our hero rises to every challenge. Bless you, bless you!
You made short work of those monsters. It's too good to be true. You found the tunnel then, and the other prisoners are already free? Well, let us be on our way, quickly, before the beasts upstairs send reinforcements. All set. My hero, you've outdone yourself. Let us be on our way then.
I'm growing too accustomed to the sight of corpses.
If we do our job, these will be among the last we find.
We can't turn back now. Better to die here than at immaculate hands.
Seems we weren't the only prisoners to find passage in this tunnel. But it seems our predecessors didn't have a hero to guide them. These foul-smelling fungi must have killed those travelers. We ought not to go a step further until they're all of them destroyed.
We can't turn back now.
Battering blizzard!
We cannot turn back now. Better to die here than...
One bolt is never enough. What venom churns within me? Eternal silence awaits you.
So our difficulties continue. Oh, but we've got a hero on our side. How swiftly you cleared the way. A true hero have we leading our charge. Ah, it's like the sun after a long and frigid winter. Well, we've lost so many in these terribly dark days. But you've even rescued our dear Nolan. Words cannot express our gratitude, dear hero. But perhaps something I overheard could be some compensation for your troubles. One of the orcish brutes mentioned that Grutilda is collecting quite the stash of loot. You can find the entrance to the cellar from her office in the tavern. Here, I'll show you. Oh, thank you, our hero. Thank you, and goodbye.
What news? What an invaluable friend you've been to me. And now I'll endeavor to return the favor. The hidden villages, yes? The wizard prepared a special hiding place for them. A cellar outside their home, concealed by a massive black boulder. First, though, you'll need a key. This you'll find within one of the wizard's beehives. Destroy the boulder, unlock the cellar door, and you'll find yourself face to face with those you seek. And now freedom. Freedom and sunlight. Freedom and fresh air. I'll never forget this kindness you've granted me, my friend. Not on my life. I bid thee the best of luck.
Bloody floods! We can't pass through here.
Blast! And me without my swimming trunks.
All right, man, who's next?
Why don't you go yourself, then? You already sent Odalin and he's been blown to bits.
You dare to challenge your commander, Wormbelly?
He's no commander of ours, orc scum.
That's enough out of the lawyer. I've a solution that's fair for all. Rock, paper, scissors.
Who the bloody hell uses a child's game to decide matters of life and death?
Ready in 3, 2, 1. Scissors! Well, that's one less mind to worry about, so who's next?
You may not be a brother of the mountain, but I'll take anything without a great curl of horn as one of my own. This big green hunk of rot will clod me if I say more than nothing. Perhaps you better query him first.
Step aside, pig face. And what business is that of yours, pig face? You ain't no son of the All-Mother, or even a mountain rat like the brothers of Jarl. I suppose the All-Mother's tried our fates immaculates of every make and shape, ain't she? I don't pretend to understand, but I do trust in her judgment. What do you want to know, then? Something the conduits asked for directly, you see? There's a key inside, a key to a source temple within the forest. The very temple the conduits attempted to crack at this very moment. They say the key's the only way in, but she's attempted to charm her way in while we look for the key here. Without the wizard's servants to show us the way in, though, it don't seem like we'll ever get through the damn doors. Can't say myself what exactly's inside, but the conduit seems ready to turn heaven and ground to get inside. It seems the wizard who lived here was quite familiar with the place. He kept what seems to be the only key, after all. Gruntilda seems to believe they're in a hidden cellar somewhere, but we haven't found a lick of a hint as to where the damn thing might be. They can't have escaped, that's all we know for certain. Shame the wizard's pretty little grapevines and beehives will wither without his team of helpers tending them. Perhaps, once we find and skin the buggers, that priestess can turn them into undead workers fast enough to save the garden and whip up some wine and mead.
Someone? What's this? I found something.
It seems that tribesman walked right into one of the wizard's traps.
Let's prove wiser than him, shall we? Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Is this one of them fancy scribble pins?
I've spotted this boulder looks strange. Unreal, even.
Who are you? Stay away from my family. They know nothing of the wizard. Take me. A source hunter? Lodian, the gods have answered our prayers. I can think of no more welcome deliverer from this predicament than one of your esteemed order. Seven bless us, and you too. Aye, we three laboured under Zandalor's employ. He was right decent to us, and it's thanks to him we managed to escape the brutes upstairs. Zandalor prepared this hidden place long ago. It's almost as though he knew, somehow, that this day would come. Or perhaps he knew only that the forces of evil would always pursue those of goodness and light. Many years ago he told us that if ever we found ourselves in danger, we should flee to this cellar. Shut fast its door, he said, and mark the jam with a chalk pentangle. This will call forth the magic I have assigned for your protection. It seems our friend was true to his word. Zandalor is a brilliant man, even among wizards. Why he chose to settle in this sleepy little town, I can't say. But then again, he never did remain for long. Always dashing off to attend to some matter or other, our wizard. We cared for his home while he was away, and attended to him when he was in. We were quite fond of him, and I do believe he was rather fond of us too. It seems that when we triggered this cellar's defences, he knew straight away.
Within a minute or so, a strange orb of light appeared before us. It grew sharper and sharper about the edges. I held out my hands to grasp it, and it fell, heavy as a pearl, in my hands. From the orb came Zandalor's voice, clear and strong, as though he were standing just before me. His voice was hurried, strained in a way I'd never heard before. Something unthinkable, that he was travelling through the Phantom Forest, that heart of horrors, and into the ancient Source Temple that rests within its cursed depths. He told us to wait for the White Witch, asked us to deliver a message, something important by the sound of it. We wrote it down, word for word, and will pass it along whenever it is she comes. I know little more than its name implies, but if a Temple of Source does indeed rest within that blighted forest, a greater evil I cannot imagine. Many is the year since ghoul or beast has ventured out of the defiled sanctuary of those woods, yet still we of the village dare not enter. Legend says that to set a single foot into the Phantom Forest is to invite death's grasp. It's a legend none wish to test. As you may know, this town was founded as the last bulwark against the Source monstrosities that reside within that terrible place. After the fall of Brachus Rex, the defeated darkness retreated to those woods, and haunted they have remained ever since. That ring! Hikara's blessing! Zandalor has the same. I'd recognize it anywhere. So the White Witch sent you, did she? I should have known she'd not sit idly by while the world turned topsy-turvy. Zandalor's message is as such. He's gone to the Source Temple in the Phantom Forest, and he wants her, or I suppose you, her messengers, to follow him there. In order to enter the forest, you'll need an amulet. He stored it in a small chest near his personal waypoint. Once you're inside the forest, you'll need to find the Forest Spirit. This spirit will give you the rune you need to enter the Source Temple. But first things first, if you want to get inside Zandalor's house, you'll need to use the portal in this very room. I've the crystal you need in order to activate it. Still, entering the house will be the least of your worries. Zandalor himself has called forth every manner of protection to discourage would-be intruders, and you will have to defeat them all in order to reach the bedroom. Now, the last thing he said doesn't make much sense to an outsider. Perhaps you or the witch will manage to make better sense of it. He said, and I quote, "She is coming. I only hope I can reach the temple first. If she finds the portal..." He didn't finish after that. "Before you go, perhaps we might impose on you, well, a favor, you see. Source Hunter, we need a way out of this place. It's only a matter of time before the savages upstairs find us, and trying to leave through the village is as good as suicide. But Zandalor has his own means of travel, a waypoint shrine in his own chambers reserved for his personal use. If we could only get there, we'd be able to flee this place lickety-split. The only trouble is what I've already mentioned. The wizard's house is rigged from top to bottom. If you'll be disabling its defenses, we'll slip through without problem. Good luck, Source Hunter, and unimaginable thanks from me and mine."
Where am I? Is this real?
I feel as though I've been living in a dream. I was bathing myself, as I've done a million times over, when suddenly a curious sensation came over me, as if my mind were no longer mine. I saw, but I did not see. I was as one possessed.